Hi, we're going to do a short series of videos to answer some of the questions on particular species that we have. ThermoWood American Tulip hardwood. What is ThermoWood American Tulip cladding? Well, basically tulip is an American species that is normally perishable in outdoor conditions, but thanks to the ThermoWood high heat and steam treatment, it is now usable in an external environment. It's extremely stable, very durable, and it has a brown tinge to it, brown colouring to it, as you can see here, as opposed to a lighter colour, and that's the caramelising of the sugars as they're drawn out through the timber in the thermo treatment process. Why choose ThermoWood American Tulip over traditional timber cladding? Well, the main reason, as mentioned before, it's important that timber that's used in a UK environment is very stable and very durable, mainly due to our wet climate. The ThermoWood American Tulip provides exactly that for that reason, whereas the traditional timbers like larch and Douglas fir, for example, or even pressure treated, chemically treated timbers, will always expand and contract with the weather conditions because they have a much higher moisture content. ThermoWoods, like the tulip, only have about a 6% moisture content, so they're very, very stable. Is ThermoWood Tulip environmentally friendly? Yes, for the reasons I've mentioned before. The tulip is, because it goes through the ThermoWood treatment process, it makes it very stable, very durable. It would otherwise in its natural state be perishable, so therefore you couldn't use it in an external environment. So for that reason, it ticks all the environment boxes because you're not using Amazonian timbers or any threatened species in the market. How stable is ThermoWood Tulip in our changing weather conditions? Extremely stable. You get a minimal amount of movement and expansion with it, maybe a half a millimetre or a millimetre at the very most from one extreme to the other. So it's perfect for our particular location, our particular climate. Finally, does the ThermoWood Tulip help create a premium finish? Yes, it does, mainly for the reasons that you don't have a high moisture content and resin naturally within the timber because all of those are removed. So therefore, treatments or finishes, paints, oils will take to that surface far more readily than conventional timbers that still have a high moisture content in them.